Good morning, guys. We got some fun stuff going on today that we are pretty excited about. Stacy's already out here. We're gonna go catch up with her and give her a hand with this thing. And there she is. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Taking our rest. Digging them out.
Dang. You're moving a lot of dirt there, huh?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I know, I've already got one of them done. I'm hoping there should be plenty of space between, huh?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Just kind of raising them up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess we tilled pretty deep, huh?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm pretty confident that I'll probably be able to plant and grow carrots.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think so. So we actually did the tilling of the garden the other evening. It was hot all day and we got started around 8:30 actually. Did it just before dark, that's why we didn't show it to you. But this is it. Probably about 50 feet long by maybe 35 feet wide or so. Stacy's wanting to do some root vegetables for her fall garden, so we gotta make some beds so they'll have room to grow. So I guess we'll just take turns doing this. And I guess while Stacy and I are working on this, we'll have to park Petra in the shade. I got you, Petra, don't worry. How's that, Petty? You got some shade, huh? You ready for a break?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you come over here. Trade me. So how many of these do you think you're gonna end up doing? Oh.
I'm thinking probably 3.
Just 3?
Yeah.
Cool. We were actually pretty surprised and pleased with the soil content as we started to till the other day. This was pretty much the consistency of the soil after just one pass. It ended up tilling really well and broke up awesomely. At the old house, we had to till, I don't know, 5 or 6 times to get to a consistency that wasn't even anywhere close to that. So I'm hoping we do pretty good this year. We haven't done any kind of soil tests or anything like that to find out what will grow here. We're just gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Yeah. Ask me in about 4 minutes or so.
I mean, I did all the way to...
Gosh dang.
And
Yeah?
then the heat hit me.
This ground is hot on the feet. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh yeah.
By the way, guys, here in Texas today, what is the feels like temperature today? Do you know?
100, I already checked.
It feels like 100?
Yeah.
It feels worse than that. On my feet anyway. But it's hot. It is hot. All right, we got 2 full rows done. So it's much later in the day than when we filmed that last clip, and to be honest with you, it just got too stinking hot. So we ran some errands to town, we waited for the sun to go down a little bit, and now we're getting back at it. I'm headed back towards the back of the property to go work on a little project you guys don't know about yet. And then when I'm done with that, we're gonna link back up with Stacy in the garden. So we're much further back into the property now. We're standing in the middle of this much larger garden plot that we have prepared than what we have up front. And we're planning on doing something a little experimental here. It's probably something that we're going to look back at in a few years and be like, what the heck were we thinking? Or it could be something that we do every single year following this. I'm not sure. We're going to try to grow some sunflowers back here, a big patch of it, to help feed the chickens and turkeys. Again, we've done no soil sample, so I don't know if sunflowers are going to grow good back here or not. And we don't really have a water source, and it's the middle of the summer. And we're towards the end of the growing season. So we've definitely got a lot stacked against us, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. So today's gonna be planting day out in the sunflower field. And we're gonna be taking another look at this Earthway planter that we used last year. This planter works pretty good, but it does have a bit of a problem.
The problem that I had with it was putting out way too many beet seeds whenever I was using it in our garden last year.
So to combat the issue of overseeding, we took our plate here and we actually hot glued every other place on here. So that should help out with the spacing. We're gonna test it out and see what it looks like. So we're just gonna add a handful of sunflower seeds. We're gonna just roll the front wheel to see if we like the spacing and the seed rate. Let's see how it goes. Looks like we're still having some issues with overseeding. You can tell here that we had 2 drop in the same cup. That's not too bad if we can do this for the majority of the time we're running this machine. I think that'll work out just fine. So now that we got this thing somewhat dialed in, and I say somewhat because I still feel like we're dropping too many seeds, we're gonna go give it a shot. We're just gonna roll with it and see what happens. So we're down here at the plot we had prepared, and we're getting ready to drop a whole bunch of sunflowers. And as we talked about before, this is a smaller variety of sunflowers because we're a little late in the growing season, and these get to full maturity a little bit faster than the variety I wanted to plant, which was the big mammoth sunflowers. So we're gonna fill this sucker up and go up and down and up and down and up and down, probably about 30 or 40 times. And then comes the exciting part. We get to try and figure out how we're gonna water this thing. So that should be fun. So I didn't really put too much of a dent in the bag actually. That's a full cup. Let's see how far it goes. Well, isn't it going? The grass is getting it caught up, Stace.
I see that. Guess I'll have to come spot.
We'll just skip that. How about that? We'll come in right here. This ain't working at all. How do you do it? You've used this before.
Yep, I have.
I have not.
You don't push on it that hard. You just roll.
It won't roll. It's like getting stuck.
Let's take off.
It won't. I think there's too much grass in the soil. Yeah, that's what's happening. The grass is stopping it. Don't think we're going to be able to use this. In some places it works good. All right, looks like we're going to plan B. We're just gonna throw this stuff all over the place and then what?
I guess you're gonna use the tractor.
Oh, this is becoming a disaster very quickly.
Let me try it.
You're welcome to.
Yeah.
That was a monumental fail. We're gonna try to go grab the tractor and till back through there again. I've already tilled over it twice, but obviously it wasn't enough. We're gonna give it one more slow pass and see if that makes a difference. I think ideally what I should have done is gone over it with the mower first, cut the grass down really low and really mulched it up and chopped it up, but I didn't do that, so we're just exploring our options here to see what we can do. And if the tilling doesn't work, our only other 2 options are to go through and drop seed by seed through that whole plot, which is a large plot, or just kind of spread it out by hand. Not really sure which method would be the best, but we're gonna see what happens. We took the tiller over it again and that did not work at all. It made it a little bit better, but there's still just too much grass in there. Unfortunately, I made a mistake by not clearing the grass off the top first. So I think the plan is gonna be to just overseed by throwing handfuls of sunflower seeds out. Yeah, I guess. What do you think?
It'll be easier and faster.
Let's do it. So we're done with the spread, and that literally only took a couple of minutes, and I feel like we got some pretty good coverage. Now, I think what we're gonna do is take the tiller. I think we're gonna take the tiller back over and just barely scratch the surface to kind of make sure there's good soil contact with the seed, and then we're gonna get on to watering, hopefully. Hopefully. What's that?
From our sunflower fight.
Oh my gosh. Stuck to me? That's funny.
Yeah.
That looks good. Just barely scraping the surface, huh? So we got the top layer of the soil knocked down a little bit, spread out, so hopefully we got good seed coverage. And this is what we're gonna be using to water this bad boy. We're gonna play fireman today. That's how we're gonna do it. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's just an idea, a theory, and we decided to try it out with a little research. So let's see what happens. We got this dude right here, a 2-inch nozzle and 2-inch hose, about 200 feet of it. It's going to connect to a pump over in the pond. Hopefully we have enough hose. Hopefully all this works. I have no idea. I have my doubts about it, but we're going to see right now. That's the first roll. Let's see how much we have left, because I'm unsure if we're going to make it or not. Like I said, we ordered 200 feet of hose, which is about what we needed, going off of Google Earth. I have my doubts though, looking at it right now, but maybe we'll get lucky. We have actually we have about 225 feet, because the pump that we bought used, we'll show you that here in a second, actually came with 25 feet of its own. Good? Yeah. Connecting the two hoses together now. That end is at the garden. We have a big clump there. Big clump there. I'm gonna start walking towards the pond, and hopefully we'll make it to water before we run out of hose. I made it to water.
Made it.
Yeah, Stacy's telling me that we have plenty of hose, and I just made it to water. So let's go get the golf cart and back it up over here and hook this pump up. Is it rolling? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's a little later in the evening now. Stacy and I got the water set up down there at the pond, and then we got the heck out of there because it was really, really hot. This intense heat is making it really hard to get stuff done outside. It's pretty rough, and I anticipate it's going to be that way for the next month and a half or so before we start seeing a break in it. It's just the way it is this time of year. By the way, Brecklin's here to help us. You want to say hi, Brecklin? No. This shy little girl here next to us is our niece, Brecklin.
Whoa! He's crashing us.
Uh-oh. It's broken. Brecklin! See what you made me do? Brecklin takes a while to warm up to you, but she's a good little compadre when she does. Let's go see if this wacky water situation is going to pan out for us. All right, so this is the setup that we've got going on here. We got our little Harbor Freight pump sitting halfway in the pond. I've cut a hole in a milk crate there and put the hose through it as kind of a pre-filter to the filter. Comes up, goes in the machine, goes around, and then runs about 200 feet over to our garden plot. It's probably not ideal that the machine is kind of sitting like that, but I think it'll be all right. For now, it's gotta be. So let's just make sure that she runs. Quick little test. Hose is good and pressurized. Now we're gonna go get the fire hose in Stacy's hand, and I'm gonna fire this thing up. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So I'm gonna go start it. Brecklin, don't get the water on you.
She's silly.
I know. Makes me nervous. I'll have to turn this way. Brecklin, you wanna back up just a hair for me? Huh? The water's strong. Yeah. Adam has gone to start the water now, so we wait. Ready? Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Brecklin, watch. Oh! We got water. You wanna do it? Huh? Yeah? Oh boy. Here, hold it. Here, hold it. Here, just hold it down like that. You can do it, see? It's a big water hose, huh? And just like that, we water all of our sunflowers. Are you holding it yourself? Get both your hands on it. It's a huge water hose. We need this for the big garden too.
I don't know what the distance is, but she's able to spray from right there at the edge of the garden all the way across. I gotta say, that's working far better than I thought it was going to. So we ran out of gas. The one thing I told Stacy, don't let me forget. Surprise, I forgot, she forgot. Now we're out of gas and we gotta go get some. I hear somebody coming down the trail.
Uh-oh.
They're here for. Are you ready to go home? Yeah? No? You can go see your mommy? And there goes Brecklin. Let's see what Aaron's working on real quick. What you doing over here, fella? Cool. How's it going?
Good.
Looks good. Too bad you can't wash all those dents out of the side of that thing, huh?
Aaron, get that hose out of that corner part of the garden. How's that planted there?
Uh-oh.
And make sure you have everything set back up for me. Okay?
Your tailgate fell off. I guess he's just gonna hang out while we, nope, there he goes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so we're down here. We don't have a whole lot of time left at all, but we're gonna fuel this little bad boy up here and hopefully finish watering. The pump is running. We should have left Stacy up here to hold onto the hose before we started it, but now we get to go watch her try and rodeo a fire hose. It's gonna be fun. Well, she got it without issue. What's your thoughts on the watering system here?
It's absolutely amazing. One of the absolute best ideas ever to water. I bet these seeds are going to be absolutely getting the best nutrients from the water that they can, and they're going to grow really fast and really big.
That's true. It's not what we normally water the garden with, which is like processed, super chlorinated water from the tap. This is fresh out of the pond. So I am very curious to see how quickly these seeds germinate and start to sprout, and then how good they grow following that. Myself, I am thoroughly impressed with the way that it worked out. It was just an idea that I had in my head, and usually those don't go so well. This one did, actually. We got a little bit behind today, and this is what we got going on.
I'm out here watering my garden now.
You want to tell us what all you got planted in this thing right here?
Oh goodness, there's so much stuff planted out here. Since this is basically our second spring, well, fall is basically our second spring, on kind of how crazy our weather usually is. I've got sweet peppers, banana peppers, cantaloupe, squash, zucchini. There's sugar snap sweet peas, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, beets. Oh, let me think. Beets. Onions,
here,
turnips, huh?
Oh
Yeah, I'm probably missing a few things.
Okay.
I just went plant crazy out here and planted, ooh, I killed a stink bug on me. I planted a bunch of stuff out here, needless to say.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Yeah. Like this row right
Kind
here.
of a small plot for that many different things, I would guess. I wouldn't have guessed you had that many different items thrown in the ground here, but
I had so much fun planting, okay?
that'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, I had some fun. Oh yeah, and I planted some sort of onion in here too. I cannot think of what they're called, but they're a small type of onion.
Huh.
It's like some sort of a clutter type onion that grows. I don't know. They sprout in like 3 to 7 days, so we'll see about that. And the turnips too. I can't wait until they start sprouting. They're over there towards the end. Oh, and carrots. I planted carrots. See, I went crazy out here.
You are crazy.
I love gardens, okay?
Well, you got a nice one going.
I know. It's going to be a big one.
You need a bigger one.
I know.
So Stacy has her garden completely planted, and she's out here watering the seeds every day, and it's so hot here. I'm going to try to do something nice for her. She is inside preparing dinner, and I don't have a whole lot of daylight left, so I'm hoping I can get this done and surprise her with it. We're going to try to set this thing up with sprinklers to where all she has to do is come out here and turn the water on, and the garden gets sprinkled in an efficient way. That's what we're going to try to do. So we got to move quick because the sun's going down. Let's see if we can get this done. We have 2 50-foot water hoses. I'm hoping that these are going to end up being long enough. We'll see. We got a couple of old T-posts. We have this Y valve and a couple of quick connects. And lastly, we have a couple of these sprinklers that actually sit on top of the T-posts. I did try this at the old house and it didn't work because the garden was just way too big. I'm hoping with the smaller size, this is going to end up working perfectly. We'll see. We're going to start off by slamming some T-posts in the ground. We're going to do 1 on each corner. And then we're going to plant the other one over here at the opposite side. And these sprinklers just slide right over the top of the T-post. This T-post is a little bent, not perfect. But we'll start with something like that. I'm gonna go throw the other one on the other side. So last night we did finish up the sprinkler system, but it ended up getting dark on us, so we're out here again bright and early this morning to take a look at it. So let's go ahead and turn some water on here. And there it goes. So as you can see, it's working pretty well. We're getting lots of coverage right here in the middle where these two overlap, right here in the middle. This sprinkler waters all the way to this side. That sprinkler waters all the way to that corner, and then they meet in the middle, and everything is taken care of and covered. We tried to do this at the old house on a much larger scale, and it just did not work. We didn't have the water pressure we needed to accomplish that, but it's working on a smaller scale pretty well here. I'm pretty happy with it, and so is Stacy, because this is going to save her a lot of time in watering. She can go be doing other stuff while her garden's getting watered. I would like to explore later on down the line maybe a pressure regulator so that we don't have to dial it in with the spigot. We can just set the pressure regulator and it'll run at the pressure that's optimal for watering each corner right off the bat, and maybe a timer. Aside from that, it looks like we may have a little leak in the hose that we need to address right there. Other than that, it's functioning pretty flawlessly, and that's great. That does it for this one, you guys. Keep an eye out for the new videos to come to see how everything is growing around here.